All right. Hello, and thank you for tuning in for September 6th, 2017. Thanks for watching. Today's topic will be the topic of ghostwriters and the origin of the term ghostwriter. All right. So, just a little bit to share. Um, Today I was able to wake up quite early in comparison to most days, and my day is going well as a result of that. But um, all of that aside, it's quite a macabre topic, ghost writing. So, as you very well may know, ghost writing is when one author writes a work and another author gets the credit for it. Another author publishes it, one author writes it, another publishes it. The one who wrote it it's like they never were. Perhaps they're given credit in the work. Perhaps there are subtle nods to the fact that it was not only the published author's work. But this topic of ghostwriting is, some people say, well, why would someone ghostwrite it? Maybe for fun, maybe because they want to assist any work. Maybe they just enjoy writing that much, but they don't want the credit. Maybe they're not looking for fame or fortune or whatever. But there is also the origin of why it is called ghost writing. Now, a ghost is an ethereal being that classically is what remains of a person's soul or spirit after their body is no longer living. So, let's say a person is writing something. Let's say I'm writing a book, or let's say I'm writing a story, and someone else decides to get me out of the way and takes credit for my story. Then all of a sudden I have become a ghost. Now, people say that this is a practice as a show of power, as a show of lack of morals. In some societies, a lack of conscience is considered to be a strong point of being um, existing, which is pretty dark. So we we have this thing. So let's say, there are very few original ideas in the world. Um, there is always new ideas being built off of older ideas, and newer ideas being built off of the new ideas. And the newest ideas, there is always kind of it's always a competition between the creators. Because some of us are greedy. I'm not saying I am. I'm not saying you are. But we know that there are evil people, and we know that there are people who would take credit for everything, who would like to rule the world. And so let's say I'm writing a book, and you're writing a book. And they're about similar things. They're both relevant to a lot of topics that are going on in current events, contemporary literature. All right. And both of us are very ambitious. Both of us, when our books are published side by side, they will be compared with one another. But let's say that you don't want your book to be compared with anybody else's. Let's say you are a smart person. You're not crazy, just proud of yourself for being such an influential person, but you also recognize that I'm influential. And what happens is one of us ends up dying and never having written a book at all. Now, this stuff doesn't happen very often anymore. This is more of a Renaissance / Enlightenment period practice of it's a competition between intellectuals. One wants all of the credit for that idea, and someone else has the same idea at the same time. So it is a very, very tooth and nail, um, murderous competition for influence and power. Now, nowadays, ghostwriting is kind of the stuff of legend. Obviously, oh, I wrote this song, but I'm going to, I'm going to sell it to someone, and I'm the ghostwriter now because I don't get credit. And they might give a subtle nod to me, or this book, or whatever, this idea, or this article. It happens, but it's not very much in the same way as it used to happen anymore, just because of how information technology works. Now, it totally, definitely could still happen. And perhaps I'll talk about how it could be made to happen nowadays in a different video log. But for today, that's just about everything. So ghostwriting, remember that. If it's probably not going to happen anymore, but it's a pretty interesting history lesson. So anyway, with that, I hope you have a great day. If you like the video, subscribe, comment, feedback is always welcome. Thank you.